Hello everyone, how's it going? We are back for some more Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So let's go ahead and get back into it. We're on Chapter 10. We're back in Japan once again. Hope everyone's having a decent Monday. You know, it being Monday and all. Alright, so I was over here because we were getting more... Right, we have more bingo events to have with Zhao, and I wanna get those taken care of before we go down into the dungeon area. I also have a lifelink down there to do. We got drink link to do at Survive. So a few things to do. Also, with a new character in our party, that probably does mean that we're going to have some more table talk that we can get. Howdy, Kraken. How's it going? However, for now, let's just go ahead and start getting our Bond Bingo events. Dumps trash everywhere. Ah, that's terrible. That's terrible. You clean that up right now, Mad Martin.
Oh, you're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok made by a famous craftsman that just got released today.
Well, you weren't waiting in line?
I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for one. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because it's scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not
I want to
sure
be there to
anyone
watch.
wants that on the menu. Things are going well.
I don't know, maybe. Mortal enemies, scalpers. Zhao's disappointed that the wok he wanted sold out. Says he blames scalpers. They're definitely annoying, that's for sure. I'm surprised he didn't pre-order. First have a convoluted multi-stage side quest and battle. Well, I mean, it's always the case. I'm curious what the heck this pattern of tiles on the ground is. Is this just something in Japan that I don't know about? Like, that's in the area? I don't know. I'll take that. Alright, so next up we have one down there.
French food we had at this one place a while back was fantastic. Oh, must be nice to be filthy rich and eat like that whenever you want.
Oh, yeah? You sound jealous.
Well, who wouldn't be? I definitely am. Though I bet I'd probably get pretty fat eating out all the time.
So maybe I am jealous, but it's not like I think less of myself or anything. This old-timer I knew once told me something I've kept to heart ever since.
And what's that?
The rich pay for my social, so who's really coming out on top? How about that? The man's got a point. That's me.
Oh, brother.
You mean your social security? I mean, they certainly aren't putting in their fair share. Hold on, I want to get this iron ore now. I'll kick your butts. Time for you guys to go down. There we go. Howdy, Naruto AI. How's it going? Magical concert. Alright, well, we have some more easy people to defeat over here, so let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, try harder, weaklings. Pressure cooker slam.
Good to go.
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
Of course
They're
there
pretty
are.
fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Well, let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
Ugh.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my
I assume they'd send you some, like, weekly
and
or
I'm
monthly.
sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish him off.
They have given away something more useless. All right.
All right. Favorite pastime, crossword puzzles. Zhao's been enjoying a crossword puzzle app. I guess a big prize they're offering is a year's supply of bean sprouts. Not sure that's much of a prize. I mean, if you like bean sprouts, I can see that. Kiryu, do you mind not jumping over the bicycle that I'm trying to trash? Depends on how they're preserved. Yeah, well, but I mean, I still would assume that a year's supply of something is not all coming to you at once. Because again, like, if they give you a year's supply and it only lasts 3 months, like it spoils, then you'd be, you know, they'd probably be liable for a lawsuit of you going, hey, I was told a year's supply, this did not last that long. Excuse me, car. Jeez. How rude. I was running there. Deaf boombox. Whee!
I'm good.
I'm glad you're good. Howdy, Farron. How's it going? Anyone else that I missed coming on in? Let's kick your butts.
Bring it on.
Well, we're trying to make it more infinite. Hey, there we go. 130,000 yen. That certainly
One
helps.
more every day.
Certainly does help. Excuse me. Jeez. How rude of them to be walking where I am. Cold medicine. Natural herb. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of these guys first. Yeah, those tiles are back here, too.
Hardly a fair
They
fight.
didn't stand a chance.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I
process?
just love making it.
Huh.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting. Yeah, my tea would be all icky and lumpy like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness.
Yeah.
You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea and honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? Things are going well.
Alright. Currently hooked
Our
on
bond's
brewing
getting
green
deeper.
tea. Alright, Zhao's been interested in making green tea. Says he's getting pretty good at it, too. So obviously, the best place to go in Denmark is Billund. Obviously. Obviously. Alright, we have one over here. Zhao on Tools of the Trade. Excuse me.
Good warm-up.
Yes, running across the street while the cars are coming is definitely a good warm-up. definitely a good warm-up. Cannot argue with that. It's a good warm-up. I mean, it's where Legoland Park is. Obviously, that's where... that's the best place in Denmark. Excuse me, buddy. Right, I moved a little bit too far. Come back this way. Don't really want to fight you right now. I'll take that. Oh, goody, an earthworm. I'll name him Jim. If it was snowing right now, you'd throw a snowball at me? I mean, I do wish that it was snowing right now.
Oh, hey, they got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. All right.
Strives to be always prepared.
I've really gotten to know them.
Yeah, that's exactly what that indicates. Zhao once had a hard time learning the controls to a fighting game. Since then, he's always ready for the real deal. I'm highly amused by Zhao mentioning the Dreamcast multiple times. Anything back here? No, just this. More crummy weapons. I want to go inside some of these buildings, dang it.
Huh, I'm fine.
No, wait.
Oh, hey. I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right.
Well, don't spill so much.
Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve of mine. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates, and I nearly ate shit. But I pulled off a triple axle and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth. Ever since then, it's been my mission to keep the floors of my shop squeaky clean. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. Things are going well.
All right, motto, never
Our
waste
bond's
food.
getting deeper.
All right. Zhao is a firm believer in never wasting food. Apparently, he once pulled off a triple axle just to save a meal. Yeah, I've done that myself multiple times. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Almost daily, in fact. Yeah, I'm just that good. All right, first of all, let's see if you have anything interesting for sale. You have Koki nuts. I will buy more just because I can. And what do you have? You just have fragments. I don't really care.
Hey, This truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
They're selling coconuts.
So,
Those aren't
they're
veggies.
fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
All right.
Special skill. Has a sharp eye for fresh vegetables.
I've really gotten to know them.
So many levels. Zhao always thoroughly examines his produce. That may be why the shopkeeper remembers his face. How about ham quality? I mean, I'm an expert of that. Is Zhao? I don't know. Take that natural herb. And howdy, taters. How's it going? More iron ore. Let's see. Over here. I'm glad to hear it. I was expecting to get it over here. There we go.
Hey, check it out. A 4-leaf clover.
Oh.
Nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought. But I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
To tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. They're high maintenance.
Sure, I believe you. Things are going well.
Strives to look out for others.
Complete.
Friends forever. See, all we needed was one night with Zhao to become friends forever. Zhao found a 4-leaf clover, but said he was happy with his life and would rather someone else have it. He's got a surprisingly big heart. All right, head to a Sasaki Arcade in the evening. That one is down there. So probably not now because it is nighttime, I'm assuming. All right, well, we have some other things that we can do, so let's go ahead and catch a ride in a cab. He's going to leave them alone. Oh, terrible.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right.
Maybe I can do it now. I don't know. Well, we'll see. See if anything comes of that. Excuse me, guys. Just steal that from you there. Harbor Light. Date-san's waiting for me inside. All right, what side quest do you have? No.
catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally.
Except when he goes to
Bought him enough tchotchkes
Dundoku
to fill a
Island.
duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world. How many years?
Yep, take a drink instead of answering.
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth.
Ah, it was fake.
Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought, they're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend?
I mean, that's only really good for Kiryu. It's not good for the
How
other
about
people
this,
in his
then?
life.
You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
Really?
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama.
Shun Akiyama, the lifeline of Kamurocho. He ran Sky Finance loan office. Every crisis in that city's faced over half a decade. Something.
Can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught wind Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
Of course I'd like to know. If he's vanished, that's serious. I have faith in Akiyama. If he's vanished, that's serious.
I'm concerned now that I know he's missing. Akiyama's a special case, however.
Maybe so. I'd venture to say, as he goes, so too goes the city. We both know, regardless of all that, Akiyama's not your only concern.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
How
Who else out
convenient
there
that
do you
that'll
need
happen
to
right
see?
after we meet.
Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. To say I'll be with them soon.
Isn't that where you two
God's
met?
sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else,
I can't think like this. It's enough just to see you. How's your daughter, anyway? Hey, let's do that.
How's that daughter of yours doing?
Huh? Saya? Oh, she's fine. She's married now. 3 kids.
She's... doesn't that mean you're a grandfather? I don't believe it. You never thought to tell me?
Because that's not what we're here to talk about, damn it. All right. Quit trying to distract me, would you? Take your time if you have to. Think of Kamurocho, okay? I know there's someone there.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked.
Kazuki was the owner of a host club Stardust. I met him through Kazuma-san when I first got out of jail. Yuya was a host and Kazuki's right hand. Fitting, since I can attest that what a damn good right hand he has. They're long-standing friends who've survived everything Kamurocho's thrown at
As
them.
you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
I'm sure they'll just write off
Stop
Date
it.
being involved
This is
too.
something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
Clink. Alright, memories of Date. I'm glad to see Date-san hasn't changed. Still sticking his nose in someone else's business. Ever since we first met during the Dojima case 30 years ago, he's saved me time after time. I never imagined our friendship would last this long. Sorry. Alright. Drink link time. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. And in we go.
You must be tired.
Alright, so that's going to be with Zhao. Begin drink link? Sure. And then he moves to the bar.
Hey, Zhao.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But
Quote,
people
unquote.
still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at
I mean, you
least
can try.
I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Of course, that's where
Do
you
ever
stay.
regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sunhee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijo together, Sunhee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I mean, I'm sure she'll appreciate the thanks. I'm impressed you're so honest about it. I guess that was a stupid question. I'm jealous. All I have are regrets. Oh, I'm impressed.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
Gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then.
I'm still not entirely
Think it'd
clear
be
on who
cool
the
if you
Daidoji
came
are.
over to my place.
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
Except these days,
From
since
the
you're
top
now
of
in
the
our
Liumang
party.
to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You catch me in the kitchen even during my Liumong days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
I'll go, but it's on the house, right? I'll pass. What if your food's actually bad? That must be nice, doing what you love. We'll go with that one. I like the first one as a bit of a tease, but
Must be nice to run a business doing what you love. Sounds pretty rewarding, too.
Sure is. And I'd be more than happy to serve you up a meal anytime.
all right, right now.
That's some
This
confidence
very
you've
second.
got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit.
Literally, since they're spirits. I'm sorry. That was terrible. Zhao's bond with the team has enhanced his skills. Always good. You can now use tag team Frying Inferno. We can keep going. Begin drink link? Absolutely. I know, wasn't that good, Mad Martin?
Hey, what's with the face?
I make the best puns.
Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
Did your old subordinates finally tell you your food sucks?
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho.
Okay, something like
Of
that.
course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this.
I vote
Should I leave it
firebomb their
alone,
offices.
Or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
Why not just leave it be? I wonder who they really are. You're sure they're in the wrong? I wonder who they really are.
I wonder who they really are. Why do they get to remain anonymous when they're writing something awful like that?
Rank
Not
up.
very fair now, is it? I'm also itching to find out what kind of person posted that. I get that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah, sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep, guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, "See if I ever come back here again." The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
Yeah, seems likely to me. I think I need more evidence. Maybe ask Gomi Joel to look into it? I mean, you do know them, but I think I need more evidence.
I think I need more evidence before jumping to conclusions.
Fair enough. But it's also hard to believe those two events happening one after the other was pure coincidence.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
I don't know if
Yep.
he's taking it that well.
I think so too. It's like, once I get heated, it's hard for me to hold back.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better.
At least we know what the end part of this is likely to be now. Zhao's bond with the team has enhanced his skills. He'll sometimes chain attack down enemies. I mean, you could he could either post on there saying, "This doesn't reflect my restaurant at all. Please come back another day and we'll and speak to me about it," or convince one of your friends to post on and be like, "I go there all the time, and this is not what they're like at all. What's going on?" See if you can weed out some more information. Oops, didn't mean to do that. But we can continue the drink links. Let's keep going.
What's up, Zhao? More bad press for your restaurant?
Not this time. Got a message from the Liumang boys. Said they wanted to tell me something.
But didn't you leave the Liumang?
I mean, he probably
Yeah,
still
I
knows
did.
some of them.
But they still try to contact me. Mind if I complain for a bit?
Why were you holding your
So,
phone upside
what
down?
they want?
You remember the blog I mentioned last time? The one talking trash about my place.
Right. Might be the same guy that gave you trouble.
Yep. Those Liumang boys are using whatever means possible to hunt him down. They're hell-bent on catching him. Saying stuff like, he can't go around starting shit and running away like that. And if they do find him, things might get real messy.
But you're not the one ordering them around, right?
No, of course not.
Which means these young guns are causing a racket because someone's giving their old boss a hard time.
Yep. Honor's just as big a deal as life and death down in the underworld. Not that you need me to tell you that.
Let's wait and see what happens. Maybe you should try to stop them. Seems like you're a popular guy. Maybe you should try to stop them.
Maybe you should try stopping them? That blogger's just an ordinary civilian, right?
As ordinary as they come. I hate that I still have to step in at all, though.
So, how many of these guys are we talking about?
A lot of them, but probably no more than 50.
That's a lot.
That's still no joke.
But there's only 4 guys at the core of the whole shebang. They used to hang around me back when I was the leader, called themselves the 4 Beasts.
Sort of like your personal guard.
They were kind of adorable in a way, but feisty. Got a tendency to take things a little too far. They're the ones who were really pissed off with this blogger, so I gotta tighten the leash.
Must be tough on you. They're not gonna leave you alone so long as they keep you on that pedestal.
Yeah, like you're one to talk, Kiryu-san. What's going on with me can't even compare to what the Dragon of Dojima goes through. But I guess the two of us are in the same boat. I mean, who else can relate to this kind of stuff?
It doesn't look like anything's getting to you. I'll lend you an ear if you want to talk. No wonder I like drinking with you. I'll lend you an ear if you want to talk.
Well, I can lend you an ear if you want to talk about it.
Thanks for that. But like I said, same boat. If there's anything on your mind, you can lay it on me too.
That's so. Great. Looks like I found myself a drinking buddy.
Well, you know, I've started to get this rash here.
But seriously, Kiryu-san, you always look like you're trying to shoulder everything yourself. Hell, you even were quick to accept the fact that your time's been cut short.
Not really. I've spent plenty of time thinking about it.
You don't gotta lie down and take it. You could still try to fight back, you know. Survive. Looks to me like you're putting on an act. Because you're supposed to be a legend.
Where is this coming from?
Just something that's been on my mind. We've gotten pretty chummy, haven't we? Close enough for me to air out all my stupid complaints to you.
Yeah,
Figured
literally
I could
all
come out and
tonight.
say it by now. Or, did I cross the line there?
You're fine. I'll keep that in mind. After all, it's good advice from a good drinking buddy.
Awesome. Made all these drinks worth it. Man, you are one legendary pain in the ass.
Didn't think the drinks would hit so hard today.
Well, it's just because we're drinking so much literally in this one night. Zhao's bond with the team has enhanced his skills. He'll now perform combo attacks with allies. Is there still more? No. No, there is not. Alright, so we are done with all of the drink links for now. For now. I think we have two
No
more tiers to go. Alright, anything else to do? Let's see if we can go to Kamurocho, actually.
So far.
Sorry. Yeah, we can travel to Kamurocho. Let's see if there's anything there that we that has popped up with this chapter. All right. Well, there is a safe there that yeah, there's some safes that I haven't gotten, so we should go open those. I'm not seeing anything else to do, but let's go get the safes. Hi, guys. I'm gonna kick your butts.
I think I'll enjoy this.
So I was thinking that we might need to fight the blogger, but now I'm kind of thinking that we might need to save the blogger. You know? Alright, so that's probably up. Oops. Probably up on the roof. Oh.
Hello?
It's Dante, Kiryu. Could you come to the Harbor Light if you're free? We'll make for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
Maybe I should have told him that I'm already in Kamurocho.
Oh, treasure ahoy!
Indeed.
Should I open it?
Got 36 on me, so that's plenty. A revival microphone. Underground performer. Favored by an idol who retired suddenly, then used it at her comeback concert. Oh! I want to jump over the edge, dang it. Fine. Okay, next up, there is one over here.
Giddy up.
Giddy up indeed. Yay, Segway riding. Alright, there we go.
Should I open it?
Absolutely. All right, battle boots. Boots specialized for combat, equipped with integrated shin guards. All right. Let's see. Next up.
Pedal to the metal.
Pardon me, people. Excuse me. Coming through. Ah, looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh no! Dodge them. Just run right into everyone along the way.
Should I open it? Nice.
All right, curse substitute. Okay, next up. Let's get going. Howdy, Gnosis Doc. How's it going? You're collecting goodies. Excuse me. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight them. Gonna have to actually fight them.
Allow me.
I was supposed to go into the other guy's
Let's go.
face. Pretty good for a Monday. That's always good.
You're going to regret this. Out of my sight. I haven't even warmed up yet.
Strong.
All right. Grab that silver plate. Let's get back riding. Oh, right, it's back here. Excuse me, guys. There we go. There we go.
Should I open it? It opened.
All right, Meow Meow Whip. A whip designed to reproduce the feel of a cat's scratch. Oh my. All right. That looks like the only other one that I am aware of at this time, at least. Excuse me. Coming through. Important segue rider coming through. Oh. Guess I gotta fight you.
Well, let's get started.
Threatening men.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Something wrong?
Here, all out.
Nice. Got 3 of them. Dang it.
I'm on it.
Would you like to go for a ride, sir?
You're going to regret this. Want to play, Julie?
Oh, I can't. Well, I can kick the
Right.
motorbike at him.
Here's a follow-up.
There we go. Dies from a cold. Actually, we... Oh, right, it's tag team.
Something wrong?
Yeah, Frying Inferno. Let's do that.
Right. Special order. Enjoy.
I'm on a roll. Let's go. Here we go.
I like that little...
Easy. Waste of time.
All right, 1 million yen out of that. Electric crystal, lustrous steel. Got job ranks for most people.
There's more where this came from.
Sweet.
No new skills, though.
Hey. Giddy up.
Giddy up indeed. Wow, those guys didn't even notice me. Excuse me, car. Jeez. You're gonna be slower than a Segway, then let the Segway go first. There it is.
Should I open it? Nice.
All right, a military bulletproof vest, treasure taker. All right, let's just examine the map. I do not see anything else, so let's go head back, see Date, and then head back here to Kamurocho. Wait, I thought there was a taxi here. Oh no, I can just move to this point with a taxi.
Ready if you are.
Excuse me, let me just kick your butts.
Hell yeah.
I'm fine.
I am really wondering if that's a real thing or if that is just a something made for this game. I would almost expect it to be something that Sega is working on or has worked on or something like that. Hi guys. Come on, load up the fight, please. Stop wiggling.
I haven't warmed up yet. Whew. We should relish this moment.
Okay, level up there.
This is peak performance, baby.
That looks delicious. Excuse me? Hi? Like they spawned in and attacked
Doing
me.
better than I thought.
Essence of High Noon.
Moving up in the world.
Excellent. Alright. Let's go back to Ijincho. Now the question is going to be, where does it take me in Ijincho? Because that I'm not sure about. Alright, the train station probably makes sense. It actually would not surprise me if we're essentially going to the train station and then doing that to get to Kamurocho. I don't have a good idea of where Kamurocho and Ijincho are in comparison to each other in Japan. Or where they're supposed to be, 'cause they're based on real places, but I don't think either of them are actually real places. Oops. It's the door slightly.
Good you're here, Kiryu. Ready? Round trip to Kamurocho and back? Have
Yeah, I
everything
did just
you
do
need?
that. Sure, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Straight over to Stardust. Kazuki and Yuya are both working there today. Hope you're prepared for this. We're giving that bucket list some weight to it.
I don't know if the Daidoji faction would be like, oh yeah, it's just a coincidence that he went to Stardust, a host club that he knew in the past. That seems a little suspicious. It's like I was here just seconds
and there
ago.
it is. Kamurocho's prevailing host club, Stardust.
Prevailing, huh? They've come a long way, I suppose.
New machine debut.
Obviously, the Jingon occupation brought some drastic changes a while back. Now it's returned to its more traditional roots, so to speak. That Kazuki boy's always had a vision.
You're not kidding. That's not just traditional. It's downright nostalgic.
Huh?
No, I forgot. I don't want to be near them.
Yuya.
Huh. Honestly, things never change. Right in the middle of the street.
Like I give a shit who you're with. The Tojo clan couldn't even get protection money from us. Get out of here. Don't come back again.
You're freaking dead! We're gonna ruin this joint!
But the best you got for me? Real Kamurocho natives sneeze better threats. Let me teach you. Never screw with the big boys.
See, I think it's Stardust Memories.
Hey, isn't that... Oh, my gosh! Kazuki-san! He's the coolest! And Yuya-san's here too!
Why are you just sitting in the street?
Nicely done, Yuya. You're as fearless as the day I met you.
Kazuki-san. I'll cover the outside. You worry about business on the inside.
You know how boring it is without you in there? Come. There's always more to do.
On it.
Wow! So chic! Stardust! I want to marry this place!
Seems as popular as ever, huh?
I suppose so. I appreciate you helping me get one last look at them.
Slow down. Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Hell of a show.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it?
Those crooks were looking for protection money. Amazing how you all beat them back. And by the looks of it, business is booming for you boys.
What is going on in the background?
Suppose so. We're, pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. Our competitors like to say we're behind the times. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him in charge again, we're all eager to work here. The fact that he still pulls in such young fans is especially motivating. Us young bloods have to keep up.
I'm glad to see people still admire Kazuki and Yuya.
That'll never change. They've always been a different breed. And Kamurocho fixtures for decades. Most people have forgotten by now that the Jingon Mafia took this place some time ago. They had money, weapons, people. Things got really rough for a bit.
The Jingon used Stardust to launch their Kamurocho expansion. It was a smart play.
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. Have you heard the entire history behind it all? As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho in the first place, I mean. You see, the Korean Mafia was beaten, badly, by Tojo clan Yakuza back in the 80s. Meaning, no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then. Do you know about the Dragon of Dojima?
No, we don't. Tell us more.
Yep, I've heard the name before at least.
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know Kazuma Kiryu, after all. Yeah, Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back, they went straight for Stardust and Retribution. You could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma Kiryu's legacy of violence.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate. You know?
Don't you think? I gotta say, this city's story has always been about honest people paying for the underground sins. At least the Jingon are dead and buried now, anyway. Kiryu-san too, so I've been told.
Yep, totally.
And with all of them gone, he fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender in town. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
Just look right at him.
Fair enough. I'd say you've got a point.
Hey,
Thanks for your time. Hope we didn't bother you.
No, of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
hey, where are you going?
There's
This
all
isn't
that
what
steam.
we came for. Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them there.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself. It's just a chance to hear them, see how they're really doing.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well. And I've heard enough.
Oh, come on, don't say that. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't agree with him. I've never heard them utter one word of resentment.
Even still,
Honestly, just come upstairs. What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Think of it as part of the tour.
Executive Lounge, New Serena. Now in lower resolution texture. So who's actually running this place now?
Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Howdy, Kincher.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
Definitely,
Hey,
Kincher.
by the way, this place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Wink.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Is that...
Here it is.
The
Trying
out-
to clear your name by muddying mine. I apologize for that, Date-san.
Yeah, that's a back door. Just standing open like that.
Oh, get this, Date-san. Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah, I saw. Happened to be down the street during the confrontation. Well fought. Don't tell anyone I said that. Technically, I probably should have arrested you.
How are you always so up to date?
Prowling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah? Of what sort?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Back in the day, Yuya would hurl Yakuza hither and yon from our doorway. Let's say for one, Kiryu-san, naturally.
Who's totally not here
I
right
get
now.
it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. Crazy. I can count on one hand the fights I've lost in my life, but I've never felt strength like his before or since. That first night, he looked just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Yuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
Well, Yuya's not alone there. Sometimes I'm stunned he's been gone so long.
Bet everyone in this district who ever met the guy feels that, now and again.
Maybe. Still, he had a way of bringing trouble wherever he went, wouldn't you say? Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good faith deny that, I guess. Talk about someone the world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine. If you're still carrying this with you, might as well let it out.
Okay. The thing is, no one ever took the brunt of it worse than Kiryu-san himself. When that man clenched his jaw and furrowed his eyes, all your doubts would disappear.
I'll never forget the first time we met. He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, he found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to the city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah, that's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san.
Hmm?
Why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder. News of Kiryu-san, perhaps? A sighting, a rumor, a word?
Nah.
Some sliver of evidence somehow suggesting that his death was a feint?
Definitely not a YouTube video
Don't
about
do
that.
this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
I see. And that's all it is?
Ah, come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
You too.
Kazuki-san likes to say that Kiryu-san deserves to have us honor his legacy. That's why Stardust was worth all the scraping and clawing it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself even, like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time. I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind.
It's going to be a lot of just spying on people that Kiryu was once friends
I
with.
should apologize for dragging you all the way up there. I know you're busy.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work it took.
Kazuki and Yuya, well, feel free to tell me I was right. Those two have always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it hearing all that?
It was good. I felt happy. Like listening in on your own funeral, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Although, what better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard everyone will say good riddance over. Except maybe you. You think you only ever put people in danger. I'm gonna prove to you you're wrong. I'm working on another clandestine reunion. Stay in touch until then.
Alright, so advance the story more. Understood. A lot of reminiscing, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely seeing the point. Like, the point is to convince Kiryu
Thanks
that
for the drink. See you again soon.
it's worth hanging on to life.
I hear you. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Which is definitely a good message to have in this kind of thing. I mean, you know, like telling someone who's not exactly given up, but in a way kind of given up, that don't give up yet. But the Ald refused to change. No story was advanced. Just plan to reunite Ald with various kinds of ham so he can reminisce about their flavor. Brown sugar glaze. Oh. Sorry. I saw Kazuki and Yuya over in Kamurocho. Though the club is a shadow of its former self, I thought it was like recovered. It's a far cry from when the Jingwan Mafia took it over. If only I could open up the bottle they've prepared for me. But I suppose that the fact that they've kept it so long is satisfying enough. I would try Dr. Pepper glaze. Prosciutto is delicious as well. Kazuki and Yuya can now be summoned with pound mates, which is an interesting thing because Kiryu can use pound mates. And Kazuki is now a guest for Dondoko Island. Kazuki has been added as a guest of Dondoko Island. Try inviting them to stay if they make the trip. And Yuya has been added as a guest of Dondoko Island. Thanks for waiting for me out here, everyone, while I went back to Kamurocho. I really do appreciate that. Alright. I don't think there's anything else that has popped up on the map, so I guess we make our way over to the dungeon.
I'm good.
Oh, right there. You make a good Dr. Pepper plus honey glaze for ham? I'd try it. Nope.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Okie dokie! Look, it's not my fault. The game is just like, hey, you don't want to continue the story yet, do you? You don't have to. There's more side stories to do.
I'm fine.
Go in, please. Thank you.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
I mean, it's not like we had to do any fighting last time, so I'm ready.
I'm prepared.
Good. As it happens, there are a few familiar faces visiting Ijincho at the moment.
Wow, what a coincidence.
I suppose that's pure coincidence.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Would you believe I didn't invite them? The Seiryu clan did.
That's
To prepare for
interesting.
the dissolution, Ebina has been in touch with regional families across Japan. These two have come to answer his call, all the way from Hiroshima. Onomichi, actually.
Onomichi?
A Yomei Alliance subsidiary, the Hirose families Tagashira and Matsunaga, here in Ijincho right now.
Huh. Tagashira. Matsunaga.
During my stay in Onomichi, I joined forces with the Hirose family. Humble little outfit. We all had each other's backs caught up in the conflict surrounding their hometown.
They're here to investigate the Seiryu for themselves. Unfortunately, Captain Nagumo couldn't make it.
Investigate, you said?
If Ebina's dissolution succeeds, every Yakuza group in the country will feel its effects. No matter where they're located, no family can ignore Yokohama right now. So, Tagashira and Matsunaga are here to survey and report back on behalf of the Yomei.
Wow. They're representing all of Hiroshima, that means.
The Hirose family might have started small, but they've been making a name for themselves. Many would credit their old patriarch Toru for that. He died doing wet work for the former Yomei chairman. He died loyally. As such, he left behind a family worthy of respect. They report directly to the chairman now. Which means your boys are officers of the main family. They're trusted with a lot these days.
I see. How about that?
What's wrong? You've got that look on your face. You don't want to see him?
It isn't that. Not exactly. I'm worried how they'd react if they knew I survived.
Why? Think they'd take it poorly?
The Hirose family was small, but they were as tight-knit as any family I've seen. As soon as I entered their lives, that all changed. And Hirose's death was a direct consequence of that. If I'd never set foot in Hiroshima, Tagashira and the others might still have their boss. I never apologized to them. In fact, I took the easy way out by going into hiding. How could I ever show my face to them again?
Who said you'd show your face? Hang back, just like with Kazuki and everyone. Hear Tagashira himself say what they think of you. Honestly, you should get how this works by now.
Maybe so.
Remember, Hiroshima is part of your legacy. The last heroic stand of Kazuma Kiryu. Tagashira and Matsunaga saw history made there.
That's just a flesh wound.
Do you find the prospect intriguing? Hearing their thoughts on your final moments?
That's a sad way of putting it. You make it sound like I'm some voyeur.
I mean, you kind of are right now.
Either way, the timing of their Ijincho trip is perfect for us. Don't question serendipity. They're drinking at a bar nearby right now. Let's not miss them.
Yeah. My controller fell over. The game's kind of on autopilot right now, so I just put my controller down so I can just watch with you guys. Great Clark Kent disguise.
Those are your boys.
Yeah. It's like they haven't changed at all. Same as when we met. Well, not completely. It's strange seeing them with subordinates of their own.
For shit's sake. How long they gonna make us wait? Came all the way to Yokohama for this?
They're treating us like dirt here. Supposed to be honored guests. Seiryu hospitality, my ass. We're Hiroshiman dignitaries for crying out loud.
Doesn't seem like they're in a good mood.
Are they that pissed off that a girl hasn't sat down with them yet? Really?
Not sure. Hard to tell from just eavesdropping.
Yep, so Dante's gonna get involved.
Right then. I'll take it from here. Let's get a better look at these big shots, huh?
Date-san, what are you doing?
The Daidoji faction doesn't own me, in case you've forgotten. I can say hi to whomever I want.
Date-san! Damn it.
And just who might you be?
Tokyo Metropolitan Detective Makoto Date. Are you two familiar with me?
We look like guys with lots of cop friends. Go polish your badge.
Actually, yeah, you do.
Should warn you, these two pups ain't housebroken. Any closer and they might bite you.
Oh, there's only one
Hey,
right here
calm
right
down.
now.
There's no need to be a prick.
The hell? You got your head screwed on wrong? Or you just want to die, old man?
Whoa, hold a second, Tagashira. Tokyo detective named Date, he said. Kiryu Aniki had a buddy called that, right?
Huh? Now that you mention it, wait. So then what's he doing here?
You're Hirose, Tagashira and Matsunaga, correct? Be happy to buy you boys a drink. I'm off duty, not looking to bust anyone. Just want some company. Same as you two, from what I can see.
Yeah, well, the girls here ain't exactly swarming us.
I mean, you're not exactly having a
Sure
friendly,
about
open
this, Aniki? I mean, knocking him back with the fuzz?
atmosphere, you know?
You heard him. Man's off duty right now. We're just three assholes, no titles and nothing. This way, we never drank with the enemy team. Yeah, that's what you're saying, right, Dante-san?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, all right then. Matsunaga Aniki says he can buy his drinks. He can buy his drinks.
Good, I appreciate it.
Date-san surprisingly good with people. He knows how to handle a situation calmly.
Let me ask you both something. You sounded pretty pissed off before. Why was that? It's never just because of the girls.
Nah, it wasn't about that. Yokohama's a long trip for us, and we're being treated like hicks. There's ex-Yakuza all over town, and they're eyeing us like we got a disease.
The Seiryu clan sure as hell not offering to cut us into anything worth a damn. Why even invite us? Too worried about their own profits taking a hit.
I mean, look around. They're scoping us out from every angle. They all stare, but nobody says as much as hello.
I know,
Wait
it's
a
so
second.
rude.
You mean everyone here is Yakuza?
Ijincho's got ex-Tojo and Omi guys crawling around like roaches right now.
Thanks for that resub, Preskitch. I really appreciate it.
We're doing fine for ourselves out west in Hiroshima. Only came by to be courteous.
Well, that was very
What he
nice of you.
means is the Yomei Alliance asked us directly, and we followed orders.
I wonder, is your table so barren because they're trying to ice you out?
Maybe women around here are smart enough not to drink with a couple of small-town bumfucks.
Say that again, asshole!
Whatever it is you're looking for here, you're not gonna find it. So screw off.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big talk from men that what got dissolved, huh? You bastards really want to throw down, huh?
Go ahead! Nobody cut our family's balls off!
Whoa, Hiroshima thugs are all talk, right? I'm sure we can take them. Catch the next train home, fuckers! Or we'll punch your ticket for you!
Huh? Who the hell's that?
Hey, you need to stay back, damn it. Kiryu.
Huh?
Kiryuin.
Kiryuin? Date-san, you know this guy?
Oh, no. I mean, maybe.
Hiroshiman dignitaries should know better than to disrespect the cities they visit. This is how blood starts running.
What's your deal?
We'll handle this from here. Right, Date-senpai?
Yes, of course. This is my junior partner, Kiryuin. Okay, everything's settled? You two leave while you can.
You're out of your mind. This ain't no one's fight but ours.
Damn it, stop. You're in enough crap already. Stay back.
Oh, looky, we get to fight. Low lives. Hey, at least our friends decided to show up for this.
I'm on a roll.
I'll follow your
Let's
lead.
go.
All right. That was a wrong one.
Right.
I really do wish that it would... There we go.
Here we go.
It very frequently, like... I wanted to go for, like, the nearest one who's, Hey, fruit.
Something wrong?
Alright, disembowel. Ow. Rude.
You're going to regret this.
They are going to regret this. I was hoping he would get knocked into the other guys.
Here we go.
Follow up, please. There we go.
Now then.
It's time.
That is not enough room for that.
I'm not that. I'm on a roll.
I'll follow
Let's
your
go.
We doing this?
Follow my lead.
Ah, so good.
Did you really think you'd win?
2 million yen in cash. Got some court tongs. Lots of experience and job experience. Got some levels.
Learning more every day.
I do. I really do knocking the enemies up, you know? I really do. It's very, very worthwhile.
Ah! Ain't this a story from back home? Who knew a junior detective could throw haymakers like that? Only out here would you find a cop stronger than a Yakuza.
Stronger. Ha! He's good, but I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I get it now, though. No wonder Tokyo PD got these city Yakuza neutered so bad, huh? Right, champ?
Sorry about him. He doesn't say much.
That's a good quality in people. Strong and silent. Actually, it reminds me of a guy we knew.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. Kiryanaki. Same kind of mojo.
Oh?
Exactly. Something about this quiet son of a gun reminds me so much of him.
Yeah, something. Wonder what that could be.
Is that so? I'm not sure. After all, I've known Kiryu much longer than you two would have. No offense, but he's much cooler than this one.
No, you know what? That's a very good point. I mean, look at him. The guy, sure, look at this guy. I mean, Kiryu was way more badass.
Okay, probably so.
Although, strange how alike your names are. Kiryu, Kiryuin, right?
Yeah, so weird. That look.
Both names sound tough, I'd say. Except Kazuma Kiryu. Whew. Man, that name's just on another level for us. From the moment we first met him, he redefined what the Yakuza meant.
That he did.
Oh.
Do go on.
What did he do for you? Was it even a change for the better, do you think?
Well, that's hard to say. Kiryu Aniki guided us through dark times. Our patriarch Hirose died. So did Chairman Kurusu. Onomichi's big secret came out, and it's still getting attention. And then, the man we took as our Aniki got killed. Could have asked him so much more. Just stormed in one day and fixed up messes. Like pulling up every rotten weed that's sprung since World War II. Now, the police say that Kazuma Kiryu took all the other mysteries with him to his grave. But that's gotta be a load of bull. They gotta know more than they're telling us.
Plus, all the big shot politicians who got their asses saved by the cover-up. Those, Daidoji, what do you call them? Of course, they're the reason the Ome Alliance made us a direct subsidiary.
I guess the Hirose family came out all the better thanks to Kiryu Aniki at the end of the day. Nowadays, we got way more prestige. The Onomichi locals tease us about it, though.
I think that's a good thing. Oh, wouldn't you agree?
But putting all that aside, there's something about the whole thing that still hurts.
Yeah, you got that right.
What is it, if I may ask?
The Hirose family's down to just 3 proper members between Captain Nagumo and us. Our youngest officer was named Yuta, and he's off in Okinawa living his dream life. Good for him. But his Yakuza just feels like things are never gonna be as good as they were then. Kiryu Aniki inspired us to heights we never imagined ourselves in.
Seriously, Kazuma Kiryu's final battle, and we were there to see it. Hiroshima woke up for one big, incredible moment. Then went back to being the same old sleepy town as it ever was. Just empty and tired.
Helps knowing Patriarch Hirose would have wanted it that way. Plus, he got to spend his last minutes fighting Kazuma Kiryu with everything he had. When he died, it looked like he was at peace.
Yeah, I will never forget that.
For the old man, part of it must have been finally not having to do Takeru Kurusu's dirty work anymore. Even still, he was a model Yakuza, and he died a Yakuza's death.
More and more, I've been getting into dumbass fights like that one. Just looking to cash my chips in.
If you two hadn't stopped us, we might have died bleeding out in this cheap hostess bar.
No, I would have been out on the
That's
street.
a Yakuza's death.
Just a red stain on a tacky carpet. A long ways from home. How the hell did it get this bad without us even noticing? Between Hirose-san and Kiryu Aniki, all we talk about anymore is the ones we lost. Same old shit every day, over and over. They could see us right now, they'd be ashamed. And you know what? It was seeing Kiryuin-san fight just now that made me realize it.
Say that again.
Funny how little things like that can open your eyes. What's going on now? Are you leaving? I'm still buying. No need to quit early.
They
That's
sounded
all
pretty
right.
drunk.
We're headed home. Seiryu clan's been investigated by us enough, I'd say. Right now, all I want is to tell Captain Nagumo everything that happened here tonight.
Oh, what will you say to him?
That over in Jinsho, we finally met someone Kuryaniki might have seen something in. Now, Cap will never believe us, not in a million years. He'll say we're drunk and stupid. But I'm gonna tell him, even if it shouldn't have been possible, I saw what I saw tonight.
So did I.
Oh, well, that's great. All right, I won't keep you any longer.
In that case, let me say one last thing to you both. The Seiryu clan's plot, all these Yakuza amassing underneath them, they can't be trusted. Hiroshima needs to stay as far out of this as it can.
With respect and all, no shit, detective. That Ebuna's a smooth-talking swindler, but the Yomei Alliance ain't dumb enough to fall for it. Hiroshima will steer clear of the conflict. Promise you that.
Of course, Kiryu-san. Your advice is appreciated. We're bidding Yokohama farewell now, if that's all right.
Okay. Nice meeting you.
It's good to see you, Kiryu-san.
Well, it's a good thing this was a totally coincidental meeting.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I get the feeling they might have figured you out.
Maybe they did.
At least the taller one.
Sheesh. If your boys ended up in that brawl, it could have painted a target on the entire Yomei Alliance. And to avoid getting sucked into war, easiest thing would be to cut off the Hirose family and be done with it.
Yeah.
That said, it was reckless of you to jump in there. Don't come crying to me if you get busted.
Do you think I'm blaming you? I'm very grateful. If not for your initiative, I never would have spoken to those two again. Back in Hiroshima, I made a mess of things, and I left without fixing them. I didn't deserve to know what happened next. But I was always curious.
And I'm glad we did what we did.
Thanks for the drinks. I'll see you again.
Till then, good night, Kiryu.
And by then, I'm assuming a couple minutes from now. Memories of the Hirose family. I drank with Matsunaga and Takashira, members of the Hirose family. With how they were talking about their circumstances, they sounded like real Yakuza. Perhaps because they were following in the footsteps of their boss and Aniki, Nagumo. This reunion just showed me how much better they're doing for themselves. Alright, Takashira is now a guest for Dondoko Island, and Matsunaga is now a guest for Dondoko Island. Yeah, I wasn't sure about the shorter one, but I think the taller one who didn't seem as drunk, I think figured it out. Hi guys, guess what? Get your butts kicked. Don't forget you were going to complete the new crew members bingo thing. Well, I did do that. I can't, where is it? Yeah, so I don't think I can do this one with him yet. Because it has to be evening, not nighttime. I can go over there and check, though. But usually there is, like, something on the map there. Let's see if we get another phone call from Date. always kind of surprised at the lack of traffic around here.
Feel the wind in your hair?
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Let's keep that train rolling. Whenever I get to Stage 2 in Spike Out, I can never decide whether I want to go Astro Mall or Shipyard. Yeah, I know there was a way to go to both stages, but I can't remember how to do it. Video game. Game changer. Like 10 yen and 50 yen or something? Yeah, so we can't do this one yet. Because it's nighttime, and I think it needs to be evening. Well. guess we're going back here. Date, didn't we just meet? I know, Kiryu, I'm just really lonely. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright. And there we go. Smash something on the way in. Lady, your furniture seemed to be gone for a second there.
Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
Oh, yes, take me now. I mean, sure, I'm ready.
I'm prepared.
All right. Our guest this time came all the way from Kyushu. Chief Nakajima of Nagasu Taxi.
Chief Nakajima.
He looked after you during your stint as a cab driver back in Fukuoka, didn't he?
How are all these people just so coincidentally being here? 10 years ago, Chief Nakajima helped me out in Kyushu. I never told him my real name, even after I left.
Hey, what's up? You remember him, right? Don't tell me I wasted my time calling
That's
you
what I
here.
thought.
You didn't. Besides, I wouldn't be that ungrateful. It's just... I never thought I'd see him again. Chief Nakajima was about the only civilian I spent a lot of time with.
You tried running from your past back then, too, didn't you? Even went by the alias Taichi Suzuki and everything. Trouble always finds you somehow. In the past and even now.
You said you called a chief here? How was he? He must be getting along in years now. Did he seem well?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you go see for yourself?
That's...
What? Did something bad happen to
boring.
him?
That's a little disconcerting there.
Oh, good heavens, I can't drink that much. Well, ain't this a pickle?
Oh, come on, Mr. Chief. Don't be shy.
Cloud.
Today's a special treat, isn't it?
Well, you ain't wrong there. Speaking of which, Date-san's not here yet. I wonder what's taking him. This ain't a scam, right? You're not gonna rip me off.
Wow, he's drunk.
Don't worry. Date-san gave me a rundown. That man's a real detective, you know.
Date-san, what was with that ominous look earlier?
Well, as you can see, he's doing great. Figured it'd make you appreciate the reunion more.
That's just mean.
Cab company's not exactly doing well, but the chief does everything he can to keep it going.
That's great. Glad to hear it.
Thought so.
Wait, Date-san, you've never met Chief Nakajima before, right? How did you even get him to come all the way here?
Date-san is a stalker,
Well,
of course.
I might have abused a bit of my police authority.
That's terrible.
Told him that I wanted to ask him about his former employee, Taichi Suzuki.
What?
Also told him it was a personal investigation and that we couldn't talk over the phone since the higher-ups don't know about it. I asked if he could come to Yokohama instead.
You do know how suspicious that sounds, right? I'm surprised the chief fell for that.
I offered to cover his travel expenses, so it's basically a paid vacation. His drinks at this club are even on me. Oh, don't give me that look,
All coming
man.
out of your personal
What?
paycheck?
I was just worried about you. You're always coming up with all these lies from me.
I thought I told you this before. I'm only doing all this because I want to. Don't sweat it.
10 years ago, he told me himself to come back and work for him again, no matter what. He gave me a hand when I hit rock bottom, and I was never able to thank him for that.
Got it. Guess it'll be on me to tell him all of that.
This place sure is a riot. Hey, maybe I ought to move to Yokohama myself.
This dude
Wow,
is
would you
really
really?
drunk.
Then you could come visit me every day. I'll be here waiting.
Boy, I do that and I'll be broke in no time.
He really would, yeah.
Oh. Pleasure meeting you, Chief Nakajima.
Cloud.
I'm Date. You been enjoying yourself?
Oh, gosh darn it, I'm sorry. Got a little carried away there. Nearly forgot I was meeting up with you, Mr. Detective.
No need for the formalities. Thanks for coming all the way here. Mind if I take a seat?
Oh, no, not at all. Please do. Still, to think Suzuki-san's name would come up again. But like I told you on the phone, the last I saw Suzuki-san was 10 years ago. How's that even gonna help the police?
Well, truth be told, I knew Suzuki personally outside my work as a detective. Honestly, I just wanted to have a drink with someone else who knew him. Sorry for making a fuss out of this, Chief.
Well, now this is
Oh,
getting
no,
really
no,
suspicious.
It's fine. You even paid for me to travel here and all. Besides, I feel the same way about Suzuki-san. Wasn't one for words, but I could never forget him. Just that kind of fella, you know. So what happened? Did Suzuki-san cause some kind of incident? He ain't getting arrested, is he?
Huh? No.
He's
I'm
already
not
in the
going
pokey.
to arrest him. See, Suzuki's been dead for a few years now.
Huh? Come again? You ain't pulling my leg or nothing.
You didn't know?
No, not at all. Had no clue. So that's what happened to Suzuki-san? I can't believe my ears. He was always so serious, a real dedicated fella.
Hey, something doesn't seem to be adding up here. Just double checking. You were aware that Taichi Suzuki was a fake name, right?
A fake name? Nah, ain't no way. That doesn't sound right. No siree.
Uh-huh.
That's strange. I'm sure I told him that I was using a fake name. Did you forget all about that, Chief? Cloud.
Okay, then. Why don't you settle down and hear me out? Taichi Suzuki was a fake name. His real name was Kazuma Kiryu, a Yakuza from the Tojo clan, known as the Dragon of Dojima.
You're talking about the same Suzuki-san? Ah, it's gotta be a lie. Some big mistake. You ever consider that the Suzuki-san I know and the Suzuki-san you know are two different people?
Fine, then. So that's how you want to play. Then explain this. Take a good look at this photo. This guy looks real familiar, doesn't he? Perhaps you've seen this on TV before. You're looking at Kazuma Kiryu. Shortly after this footage aired, he was sent to prison, then lost his life in Hiroshima.
Frankly, that don't sound like the Suzuki-san I know.
What? Really?
Chief Nakajima is probably playing dumb by pretending he doesn't know me. He's got the right idea. Letting the police know that he was involved with me couldn't do him any favors, especially considering the fact that he's got his own company.
Guess I
around.
should have looked into your story more carefully before coming all the way out here. If I had known we were talking about two different people, I wouldn't have let you pay for my whole trip.
Now hold on, sir. What's with the act?
Huh?
We both know for a fact that Kiryu went by Suzuki in Kyushu. So why are you pretending you don't know him?
Well, I ain't pretending. There was just a little mix-up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
totally.
my mistake. I'll even pay for my own drinks, too. Take care now.
No, wait. Please.
I think we're done here. Besides, I ought to get going. Let go!
What has gotten into you?
Nothing. You're just being a bother.
Wait, please. Hey, stop right there, sir.
Ooh, what's going on? Why all the yelling?
Just let him go, Date-san. Damn it. How can I let him know?
Judging by the way you wanted to run from me, I think I get what's going on.
Huh? What about?
Just doing this like
Probably
wide
did
open
come
in
here
this
to talk
host
about
club.
Taichi Suzuki, and maybe squeeze in some sightseeing on the side. But with how you're acting, I'm guessing you saw this recently.
Oh, that's,
Your plans changed when this video started going around. Suddenly, rumors that Kazuma Kiryu is still alive and kicking spread all over the internet, despite his supposed death. Word got to you too, didn't it? Right after you agreed to meet with me here.
I don't know a thing about that.
What's going on? If Kazuma Kiryu really is alive and in hiding, then you wouldn't want to tip off the police.
Howdy, Show of
Even
Hope.
a minor detail about his past runs the risk of endangering him. Long story short, you don't want to sell your friend out to the police. But after coming all the way to Yokohama, it looked just as suspicious to cancel our meeting. It all makes sense now. That's why you're trying to act like you don't know Kazuma Kiryu.
There's other
You got
people
the
in
wrong
this host
idea.
club.
That's completely off.
Where you're coming from, you probably aren't too sure if I really am Kiryu's friend. In that case, it'd be best for you to say I've got the wrong guy. Keep mum and leave your seat. Chief Nakajima, this has all been one huge misunderstanding.
Huh?
Neither Tokyo PD nor the Fukuoka police knew that Kiryu had been employed at Nagasu Taxi. Have you ever gotten a call from the police asking after him? I'm positive you haven't, because I'm the only one who knows about your connection to Kiryu.
And now everyone else in this
After
host
all,
club.
I heard all of this from the man himself. In fact, he even told me about the first time you two met. He helped out a woman who was being harassed, but let himself get beat up in the process. At the time, he had nowhere to go since he had to cover up his history with the Yakuza. He nearly gave up on life. That's when you entered the picture. You took him on and hired him as a taxi driver. That guy's known as the legendary Yakuza. You think he'd crack in the interrogation room? I heard all of this straight from the horse's mouth. I may not know what's going on in his head, but I consider him my best friend.
Aww.
Date-san.
Well, that sure explains a whole lot. Guess it can't hurt to trust you then.
I mean, it could, actually.
How about we turn back the clock? Start fresh, take it from the top.
Works for me.
Date-san truly is a veteran. He managed to assess the situation, and honestly, I gotta hand it to him. I'm impressed. These things go by too fast.
Suzuki-san was actually Kazuma Kiryu from the news. Saw him in that Yakuza scuffle up in Kamurocho. Must have been a little while after he left our place. All his old co-workers were pretty shaken up, me included. Sure, I knew he was no run-of-the-mill guy, but I never thought he'd be the legendary Yakuza. Also, just between us, a lot of my employees are hiding scars because of something or other in the past. Same goes for me, too. So I was never, ever gonna rat out Kiryu-san to the police. But the moment I told myself that, news got out about Kazuma Kiryu dying somewhere in Hiroshima.
That must have been shocking.
Of course it was. But now, what the heck even was that video? I can't make heads or tails of nothing no more. You know something, don't you, Date-san? Is Kazuma Kiryu... is Suzuki-san still alive? Please, Date-san?
Well, I guess it wouldn't be right if I just lied to your face after unraveling all that, so... I'm just gonna say no comment.
No comment?
That's not enough for you?
That's great. Real great. Just what I needed to hear. You know, you're a lot like Suzuki-san. No tact, no skill at lying, and a good man.
This coming from you? You're just as bad at lying.
You got me there.
After getting to know you, Chief,
McLeod,
I think I get why he wanted me to pass on a message.
Huh?
When the two of you first met, he had just drifted all the way to Kyushu in order to protect his loved ones from his own past. That was the lowest point in Kiryu's life. In a place with no one he knew, with no one to turn to, with no one to talk to or depend on, until you showed up and lent him the hand he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Words can't describe how indebted he feels to you. Still does, to this day.
Ha, that's so. Then I got something to say to him, too.
Or
And
just
what's
speak loudly.
The last time I saw Suzuki-san, I left him with these words. You're part of the family now, Suzuki-san. Just be sure to come back to us, no matter what. I still stand by those words today. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you'll always have a home with us. I'll be waiting for you back in Kyushu. So just remember, you're never alone. Think you could tell him all that from me, Date-san?
Ah.
I mean, for Kiryu to hear all of that, everyone else in this place has heard it too. Not exactly being subtle here.
Thanks again, Date-san. Got to wrap up some unfinished business there. Now the Chief finally knows how much I appreciated him.
Cloud.
There's nothing more I can do now.
Come on, don't be like that.
All right, that reminds me. You said I was your best friend?
Oh yeah, I was just lying.
No, I mean, I was just trying to, well, you know, earn the Chief's trust.
Cloud.
I had to.
Your words really cut me to the core. They were comforting in a way.
Cut me to
especially
the
in these
quick,
times.
sir.
Could you not take back what you said?
Yeah, of course. Hey, you want to hug it out?
I'm not drunk enough for that.
Yeah, figured.
I'm sure if we just give it a little bit more time, you will. Memories of Nakajima. So, like, there should be 3 more of these, assuming that this is, that all of these are connected that way. I got to see Nakajima-san, better known as the chief of Nagasu Taxi, who took me under his wing when I was in Fukuoka. He's still as brash and clumsy as I remember, at least from what I saw. I owe both him and Date-san so much. Those two are truly irreplaceable. And Chief Nakajima has now been added as a guest of Dondoko Island. Alright. Let's see if we get another phone call. Otherwise, we will be going into the dungeon. After I take care of these guys. Hello? Hello?
There's more where this came from.
Essence of natural healing. Wait, where is that going? Oh, yeah, no, I don't need to go that way. Alright. Haven't gotten a phone call yet. Excuse me, walking here, it says walk. That's what I thought.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Okay.
Sure, understood. I'll be there. Something the matter?
No, I I just figured maybe I ought to give you a heads up first. See, Sayama's in town.
Sayama? Kaoru Sayama?
The one and only. She gave me a call not too long ago. You up for it? Yeah, thought so. But honestly, you should go. You guys went through thick and thin together, right? Least you could do is see how she's doing.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry for dumping this on you. I didn't know till just now either. So, mind cutting me some slack?
Actually, I appreciate it.
See you later, then.
That is very, very convenient. Hi, buddies.
Problem so far.
Best girl.
They didn't stand a chance.
All right, rank up there. Essence of Glow Stick Fury. All right, but I think we're going to take a short break before diving into this next one because, again, if, let's see. Yeah, so there's 3 more. Oh, okay, no, there's only one. Yeah, okay, you know what? Since there's only the one left, because we're in Chapter 10, and these are both in Chapter 12. I guess we'll go ahead and just do these. We'll do it at this one rather than take the break. We'll take the break after it. So we get them all together.
Oh, good to see you, Kiryu. Are you set? I'd like to take you somewhere. I assume you're ready to go?
So I'm guessing that the last 2, one is going to be Akiyama, who we've already discussed with Date-san, and I'm guessing that the other one is Haruka? That's going to be my guess. All right, I'm ready.
I'm prepared.
Great. Then let's get going. When was the last time you saw Sayama, anyway?
When I moved to Okinawa, so that'd be a little over 15 years now.
That's a long time.
We first met in 2006. To think it's been 17 years. Kaoru Sayama, a former detective in the Osaka police, and the ace of Division 4, the anti-Yakuza task force. We partnered together for a certain incident regarding the Tojo clan. And then, as the bomb kept ticking down, I decided to spend the last moments of my life with this incredible woman.
Damn, 15 years? I haven't seen her for a while either, but nowhere near as long as that. Earlier, she said she's here on business. Asked me if I wanted to catch up and all. I'm something of a big shot at work, you know.
What's with the big talk?
Nobody else would listen to me brag. Well, it might have been 15 years, but Sayama's as sharp as ever. There's a chance she'll spot you at a distance, so we better play it safe.
I don't know. There is also a chance she's forgotten all about me.
You're hopeless. Here, take these. Wireless earphones and mic. We usually use them during investigations, but I'll loan these to you. That way, you can listen in on the conversation, and I'll be able to hear what you have to say, too. Come on, let's get moving.
It's going to be a little suspicious for Date, wouldn't it? Also, that has got to be a good mic. Oh, hey, it's daytime now. Oh, there's Kiryu back there. Yep, with the hat. It's kind of obvious.
She hasn't changed one bit.
You look busy, as usual. How long are you here for?
I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow.
How's Tomio-san doing?
She's great. Mama's been manning the bar every night. I think she's doing even better than me.
Glad to hear it. Best you spend time with family while you can.
That's certainly true. But still, it's been a long time. About 6-7 years or so, right? The last time we spoke was when you called me about Kazuma's passing, I believe.
Right. Sorry for dropping that bombshell back then.
It's fine. I'm sure I would have heard about it sooner or later.
Howdy, Area High One.
After all, he was quite infamous among the police.
No kidding. His name always popped up whenever something big happened. You got any guys that buy into the whole Kazuma Kiryu hidden mastermind conspiracy?
We do, yes. Kazuma Kiryu is actually still alive. He's been pulling the strings behind society as we speak. Those rumors, right? What kind of officer would say that? It's complete nonsense.
Well, guess that means his legacy was that impactful. Can't blame folks for making him into some urban legend, especially if they never knew him.
I suppose so. But to think he's gone, even now, I still can't fathom it.
I feel like it's a bad idea to have
How can
her
someone as tough as
facing
him just die?
where he's sitting.
How? When I've seen him cheat death time after time.
Unbelievable, right? He was one stubborn son of a gun.
He really was.
Still married to the job?
Pretty much.
Heard you transferred to the juvenile division. That was news to me.
Shocking, right? Some career path.
But you requested to transfer, right? There a reason for that?
There is actually. It's all because of the dissolution.
The Great Dissolution?
Yeah. Remember how Daigo Dojima and other big names started a security company after all that went down? It was a haven for former Yakuza.
Right.
I figured if Kazuma were still alive, he would have lent them a hand. That man is practically the icon of the old Yakuza and all. I'm sure he would have taken it upon himself to clean up after them too. And if they were in charge of the cleanup, then as a cop, I could work on prevention. At least that's what I thought.
In other words, you're trying to prevent kids from becoming petty criminals or joining the Yakuza. Hence the transfer.
Right you are. It's tougher than I thought, but it's rewarding work.
And that way you could feel connected to Kiryu.
That's one way to put it. If I wanted to sound cool, that is. But yeah, that's why I'm bent on pursuing my new dreams. And that's why I want to keep doing what I can. But maybe a part of me is still waiting for him.
Oh.
Aren't I just so faithful?
Sayama, look, the truth is...
Don't, Date-san. It's fine.
Something wrong?
No, you're just way too good for him.
We better not let Song-hee know about this.
Thanks for that, Date-san. Seems I was a luckier man than I thought.
Seriously, you're telling me. You sure you don't want to tell her anything?
I'm sure. As long as she's got a dream to chase. She's better off without me around.
That's the hardest pill to swallow. But you know what, Kiryu?
What?
You should live how you want to. If there's a woman you love, you hold on to her. Never let go. I'm getting jealous just looking at you.
I guess you'd know best, considering you've gone through a divorce before.
What? Low blow, man.
No, this isn't about
It
Leo
was
Fong.
just a joke.
Thanks, Date-san.
A real heartbreaker, aren't you? But I meant it. Yeah, every word. Just do what you want to do. You've got tons of folks on your side, supporting you. And don't you forget that.
I won't.
We're really bad at this staying undercover thing. Memories of Sayama. I got to see Sayama, who I spent most of my time with in Osaka. To keep the youth from joining the Yakuza in the future, she transferred to the juvenile division. Seems the life I lived influenced hers, so perhaps the choices I've made weren't for nothing. Kaoru Sayama has been added as a pound mate selection, and she is now a guest of Dondoko Island. All right. Also, you know, the lady in question has an opinion in the matter of whether you get to hold on to her or not. Everybody is definitely going to that island, yes. It is the best, it is a 4-star resort. Like a super uber cool 4-star resort. Alright, so there shouldn't be another phone call. What just happened to that encounter? Oh, when they're blue encounters, you have a L2 smackdown option, which is just basically an instant win button. A 4-star resort that takes Monopoly money, yes. Excuse me. Flattened them. Should definitely take a trip to Hawaii. Alright. So I'm not going to change classes, but...
Let's give this a try.
You know, we got to get the got to get the Aloe Happy music and mascot going there. Since I'm going to take a short break, for those watching on YouTube, we'll be back with the next episode. For those watching on Twitch, don't go anywhere because we will be continuing momentarily.